Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be reacting to a video called Pulttibois James Cake Sled Return of Food Containers. This is from a channel called Tero Koskinen, so check it out. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what language this is. I don't know. Return of food containers. I don't know. Why are you returning your food container? Are you a society that recycles? I don't know. Probably that's the answer. And we'll see what am I going to be watching. So let's check it out and comment, like, and subscribe. Okay, why is he walking like this? Okay, sure. If you keep it up, I think your glass is gonna break. Is this in an office? Why is he carrying a tray in an office? Okay, what's up with the walking? Like this. Okay. What? There's this whole concept. I don't see.
Näin.
I don't see anything. What?
Lasit alas suin koriin.
The glass is on in the basket. Okay.
Roskat, nuoli, lautaset,
kolmosnuoli,
ruokailuvälineet, no kupit alas suin koriin.
Cups down in the basket.
Jos on täyttä, ota varakori alta. Tyhjennetty tarjotin alahyllylle. Tämähän on täyttä.
There's like this is out.
Ota varakori alta. Kiitos. Jaha, rouva hyvä vaan, kiitos. Ei tästä ymmärrä.
Me neither. Oh my god, is he having a panic attack?
Apua! 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 Apua!
Oh my god.
Apua!
Okay, no one's coming to help him.
Apua! 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 Apua!
I'm scared for him. He's...
Apua! 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 Apua!
She's gonna yell again.
Apua! 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 Apua!
Oh my god.
Apua! Apua!
Okay, finally someone.
Mitä sä täällä kiljut?
Yes.
Oljenkorteni saapui. Kiitos. Katsoi tuttavallisesti hän. Kaavio on niin moniselkoinen, että älli loppuu
because he feels he's not smart
No
enough.
ei mitään hätää, siinä on sulle evästä, älä noista huoli.
Tää on kuin hävittäjäkoneen kokoamisohjeet.
It's like a fighter plane.
Hiljaa!
Hiljaa.
Täältä selviät, nyt lähetään tätä
Laukki.
kiljusta.
No. Stop. Okay, this is a great bit. It's just the ending obviously made it all worth it. I was not expecting that. I think because again, I think first of all, this is clearly making fun of something specific. I think maybe again, don't have their necessary context, but I would assume it's maybe because this is Finland, and I believe that there's probably instructions, I think, in, I don't know, like maybe like a food, no, it's not like a restaurant, but I was thinking like what kind of things do you have at tray? Oh, like at a food court in a mall, or maybe like at the cafeteria at a school. You have like a certain set of instructions that are, like he said, you have to put, the cutlery here and the glasses like this, and then you have to put the tray here, and there's like the basket, and then the trash goes here. It's not just sort of, I don't know, you just leave it on. No, I don't know, or you just like throw the trash out, because I think a lot of places they use, obviously, they don't really recycle, or maybe they tend to recycle, maybe they just recycle in different ways. But my point is that they use everything's disposable, so you use like a plastic cup or like plastic cutlery, because you're not at home. So there's no need, you just like throw everything. I'm thinking of like a food court at a mall. You just like throw everything because again, everything's kind of disposable, and then you leave your tray and that's it. But if you're like, again, at a place some sort of place, I don't know, in Finland that involves, no, you have to, once you've done eating, you have to, well, it's actually just dawned on me. I would assume it's after he finished eating, but maybe it's just, no, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say maybe he has to like grab the tray and then, go and grab the food, like again at a buffet style, but no, this is clearly not the case. It's like that, but again, you have like the calorie thing, and then you have the glass, the used glass, and not everything is disposable. Nothing is disposable. And I think it's just because, again, probably in Finland, they are used to, again, recycling in a really appropriate manner, and in a manner that's actually, as in, the glass goes here, and, cardboard goes there, and plastic goes here. And they have like this whole system that's probably quite, I don't know, hard to understand. But again, you don't need to do this, well, although you should, right, if you live there. But I think if you are like this and you find this diagram, which I think it should be easy to understand, because, it's a diagram, how hard it can be. Plenty of hard. I think I would find this incredibly intimidating. And it's funny that this is apparently a bit, again, that it's making fun, like this is, I would assume it's a Finn, making fun of like Finnish culture. So it's okay. So he's saying it, not me. I would find this so incredibly intimidating and not strange, because I understand. I like the system. I understand like the purpose. I also understand how, I know why they do this, and I think it sounds great on paper. But could it be a little bit easier to understand? I don't know. It's just so many things. Maybe you're just seeing it like this. Obviously, it's a different language or something, at least for me. And it's just, wait, what? I need you to explain this like one more time. You put the glass where, and the color goes where, and then the basket, there's no basket. You have to grab another basket. But if there's no basket there, you grab the other one here. It's just like, what a system. It's just quite, I don't know, incredible on one hand that they're able, again, I don't know if it is indeed that intricate, or he's, again, he's playing on the joke that, oh my god, this is so hard. But I just think it's really funny, because I was thinking, again, as the outsider, if I ever find myself in this position, I don't know if this exists, because this looks a little bit older, but still, it's just sort of, I don't know, the baseline of, or the basis, I think, of a part of Finnish culture. So I would find it very intriguing, but at the same time intimidating. I think I would need to check out how other people do it, and then I'll be like, okay, now I feel ready. I'm gonna grab my tray. But in this case, because it's a Finnish person that's actually, not criticizing, because it's not criticizing anything. It's just making fun of it. I just think, okay, so it's not just me that I feel a little like, what on earth is this? Because I'm an outsider? No. That he's making fun of this because probably Finnish people have talked about this a ton, or had talked about this a ton, as in, oh my god, have you noticed like how hard it is? It's making me doubt my intelligence. It's that I just assume I was like average, an average sort of intelligence person, but in this case is no, maybe I have a low IQ. Like, wow, how come I don't understand this? It's just way too complicated, and I think like returning like a food container or like a tray, it shouldn't be that complicated. It's just, I don't know, how can you make it? Maybe that's what is criticized. Well, not criticizing, but that's what maybe at the heart of the joke. I think with comedy, obviously you have the sort of the light part and the superficial part. That's just, the jokes, and oh my god, yeah, it's so funny. But then I think with comedy, and with good comedy, as in with this case, I think it really, like at the heart of it, I think once you try to go deeper, it like makes you think, and it's maybe like pointing out some, maybe like a deeper situation or a deeper theme, and you kind of, again, good comedy does it. So in this case, if I think about this, and again, I think that's the hallmark of like really good comedy. I think maybe what it's pointing out is that things that should be simple, as returning like a food tray, returning the containers and the trash. In Finland, maybe like what is kind of criticizing or pointing out is a simple process that shouldn't take you like this long to figure it out. It's overly complicated, and they're overly complicated, but not necessarily as if, they're trying to complicate things. Is that by trying to explain and to make it easier, they fall into the trap of over-explaining it, and then they make it hard. So maybe that's why it's criticizing or pointing out. Again, do not know enough to know this is an actual critic, or is this more, it's just, it's humor and it's observation, and I'm pointing out things about Finnish culture that I think people, maybe have pointed out, or maybe you have seen, that you haven't actually internalized or put into words, maybe. And this is sort of, oh yeah, I can see it. So I think probably a Finnish person maybe sees this and he's like, oh yeah, I can see what it means. I know specifically what this person's referring to, because maybe we are like that. Yes, we tend to make things, in trying to oversimplify things, we end up like, oh no, we're complicating this, we made a not a mess, because everything's so completely orderly that you can't call it a mess. But I think, yes, from the outside it looks like this is way too complicated. It's like the guy, in one of the jokes was, oh, this looks like the instructions for like fighting for not like fighting for like flying a jet or something, or an airplane. And it's, yes, it's like, it's not. I think I've seen furniture like from IKEA that it's like more simple, or simply, I don't know, like the instructions are a little bit more simple than this. And it's, the other is I'm putting up furniture, and in this case is I'm returning a tray, a food tray. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's really funny. And I have to say, I don't know if he like this, it's apparently called Pulttibois from what I could understand, or maybe it's James Kick, I have no idea. But I don't know, that guy, if he obviously he's the comedian, but I don't know if it's just like a writer or he's only, the actor. But if he does, so maybe he wrote like his own, like he rewrote the sketch or something, I don't know. But whether or not he wrote the sketch, I just want to point out that his whole physical acting is like a great bit of making O be like, I don't know, what, dumb? Am I dumb? Me dumb? As if, talking like, wait, what? I don't know. It was really funny. And again, and with the yelling, the help, well, he wasn't yelling for help. Well, yeah, he was yelling for help, but obviously he was doing it in Finnish. So I just want to say that his whole physical acting in that bit, which I think is like, oh my God, is this man okay? And not breaking, because I think it would be quite funny because you're doing this. I think it would be impossible not to laugh because everything's a little bit ridiculous and you have to yell so loud for so long. Great bit. And he was doing it, again, he didn't like run out of air. He didn't, he did it perfectly. So it just, he's a really good, I can see that he's a really good sort of, like a comedian. He's a really good, physical comedian, and not only, or not specifically, I don't know, it just, like a stand-up comedian that says, that tells jokes. In this case, I can see that, this guy is a really good, comedy actor, and probably this is, I don't know, probably part of, he's I don't know, a character that he constantly played, and probably he played, a bunch of characters. It gave me those vibes. But yeah, it was great, and it was really funny. And then I have to ask a Finnish person if my I don't know what my train of thought where it led me, and see if it is indeed true that they're trying to simplify things, but maybe they're making it a little bit complicated. I don't know. I will have to see. But that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.